see if I can record this and maximize my time as I am heading back into the Florida Keys after giving a talk at ABWA up in Homestead. It's such an amazing group of women. I have been to their brunches before, and yeah, just really honored that I got to speak at their event. And here's the stretch. I think there's 2 accidents that have happened, but we're going at a snail's pace. So if you've never been to the Florida Keys, stretch of highway, I think it's like 20 miles where there's like nothing, and you have to take it to get into the Keys. So anyhow, what I wanted to share, which was really cool that happened, I resurrected my talk on comparison, which has been such a journey. I've been posting about it on Instagram, on Facebook, and I resurrected it. I retweaked it. I added in all these things that have helped me since I originated that talk, changed it up, added new pictures, all this stuff. And there was one section at the very end of my talk that just wasn't really resonating with me. And I had originally put it in the talk several years ago as filler. And, oh, here's the accident. Hold on. Oh, and it's a boat. Eeks. Eeks. Yuck. Oh, that sucks, man. So the boat fell off the back of Faster, so I'm going to keep my eye on the road, but I'm still going to talk because I started this. So there was a section, the last section, and I edited it as filler. So I happen to be someone as a speaker, because I'm not really wordy, I tend to have shorter talks. So filling time as a speaker has been one of my challenges. And I'm always looking for ways to productively and intentionally fill time. So at the time of when I wrote this talk, I had added a page of affirmations, and I called it a manifesto. And every time I gave the talk, everyone loved it. Well, over the years and through this journey of being a spiritual teacher, a mentor, whatever you want to say, I definitely am in agreement with a lot of other mentors that just saying affirmations does jack shit. Literally nothing. And it's, overdone, overused, a horrible tip to give people just to say affirmations. Like, it's just really not so great. So I've learned the better ways to use affirmations, for sure. And I agree with a lot of those other teachers, again, out there that have this same point of view. So last night, there was just that one slide. I was like, do I need this slide? I think I want to take it out. I just don't feel like it's me anymore. I just don't agree with it. And I went on Instagram to look at someone's Instagram intentionally, and I noticed an old Instagram, and I happened to click on it. It was just really random. I wasn't doing anything weird. It was just like random. I wanted to see how this person was doing, actually, because I thought this person was going to be at the event today. So I just was like, oh, I wonder how she's doing. And so I clicked on this video, and in the video, the only video I clicked, she had someone, I don't know if it was her or someone else, saying affirmations. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. And I didn't think anything like horrible about it. It wasn't a negative thing, but it just made me go, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? So it made me contemplate it a little more. And I went to bed. So when I woke up this morning, I had this thought come to me to Google the word ambition. And the theme of this brunch that I was at today, and my talk is centered around, is ambition. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I should really Google the word to understand what it really means via Google. And I loved that it was about desire, a desire to try or achieve something. And you may have some, need to have some discipline and have some, challenges and stuff along the way. So I didn't repeat that exactly as Google said, just FYI. This is just from my memory. And I was like, wow, gosh, I really love this word. This is crazy. This is so good. So I ended up going, you know what? This manifesto sheet really now doesn't fit. And I axed it, and I added the last slide to be the definition from Google. And And wouldn't you know, divine intervention, it just was perfect. I'm actually going to just keep it in the talk because it is really good. And did I nail the landing and everything perfectly as a speaker? I don't know. I did tape myself, so I'll watch it. But my point is, it's bigger than that. My point is often your intuition is going to tell you something you need to know, and you should listen, and you should see what signs pop up along the way. So here it was that I was not loving that last slide, and then I stumbled on someone's video that made me kind of contemplate it a little more, and then I went to bed. I didn't push it. I didn't try to think of what to do. I just was like, I'm gonna sleep on this. How cliche is that, but true. And I slept on it, and when I woke up, this other idea popped in my head. I was not trying to think of what to do. Again, it was divinely guided, go ahead, Google this word ambition. And I was like, oh my gosh, this makes sense. And I tweaked up my talk, put it in there at the end, and guess what ended up coming through as I was closing out the talk and I came up to that slide. I asked everyone to say the Google definition of ambition with me, with force, out loud, with frequency, with coding frequency, not just saying an affirmation in some wussy ass voice, coding affirmation. And I said there are so many great coded words in this definition from Google. And whoever that landed for, whoever got it. And some people may not get it, and that's okay. That's what it is in terms of frequency meeting and who is a match. That's all goes in that bucket, right? So I definitely understand that with a talk like I would give, not everyone's gonna get every little piece of my talk. And I'm cool with that. But in general, everyone said it, and there you go. That was the end. So follow your intuition, be conscious of what you need to work on and what is going on with that. I'm turning into my street now, in relation to your goals, and you will live a magical life too. Enjoy my Patreon, Conscious Convergence, where I'm going to be sharing this story. I'll probably document it a little better this coming week and share more about my speaking gig and some other things. I've got a whole list I need to catch up on now that I've done this talk and I have more time on my plate. So my Patreon's Conscious Convergence, and my website is melindavanfleet.com, where you will see all the options to work together. And perfect timing, I just pulled into my drive. Bye for now.